how you've been acting. Do you not talk to me crazy? You don't tell me to shut up? You don't tell me to shut up?
Nope.
You don't?
I don't.
Everybody, here's Tiffany's grandmother, Brenda.
How are you?
Have a seat. Brenda.
Yes.
That's your little granddaughter there.
That's my big granddaughter.
What do you think of her?
I saw her attitude, and I had to get on her. And I beat her tail. And I called her mother and apologized to her mother because I had never seen this attitude. But, Andrea, be for real. Come on now.
Let's be real.
Yeah, please, let's
be real.
Because you need help, Andrea, and you know you do. You know good way. You
Please
need
bring
this
up
girl.
that. I beat her for what? I beat her for what?
Discipline is one thing. I beat her.
And how did I beat her?
And I never let
And
her
how did I
go.
beat her?
I don't curse her. You curses her.
Please.
No, I'm not your sweet. I'm not your sweet Andrea. Come on. That is abuse.
Have you
That is abuse.
Have you seen me beat her? Have you seen me beat her? And if you want to take care of her so much, I have asked you to help her.
Andrea.
Help raise
All right,
her.
listen.
You don't want to open up your door. All you want to do is let me discipline her. And baby girl, when she ran away, where the hell was you?
Hey, Andrea. To begin. We have met a lot of wild teen girls, but this generation of millennials, they are different. Social media, texting, it's really kind of taken the place of real human contact with people, with friends and family. And the result, some kids are growing up with an incredible feeling of self-entitlement. And when that feeling turns negative, it can be a destructive force like we've never seen before. Now, sitting on my stage is a woman named Nico. Let me tell you about Nico. Nico works a day job at an auto plant, a night job at a restaurant to support her special needs son, Cleveland, and her 14-year-old daughter, Zilean. Now, with all that she has on her plate, 14-year-old Zilean brags about her sexual encounters with men and women. She uses drugs. She may even be involved in pimping. This is life, according to 14-year-old Zilean.
I'm 14 years old, and I give myself the right to do what the hell I want to do. My mom told me to wash the dishes. She made me mad, so I called through a bitch and punched her in the face. My mom started working at night, so I started my own business. I threw parties at my mother's house. The boys paid me $10, and the girls gave me $5. My parties were crazy. People were smoking, drinking, stripping, and having sex. At 14, I'm proud to say I'm a female pimp. I post ads on Facebook selling sex. If anyone want to have sex with my friends, it's $20. Unprotected, $30. If anyone gets in my face, I'm not going to waste time on words. We're going to fight, and I'm going to whoop your ass.
That's Zilean. She is 14 years old.
I'm just so upset about this. You know, that's my little baby. That's my daughter.
When did all this change?
At the age of 8, she just got she just got out of control.
She in school?
Yeah, she's in homeschool now because she was expelled, suspended. You know, she just kept getting in trouble.
Give us an idea. What would she do in school?
She was disrespecting the teacher. She was giving her boyfriend lap dances.
A lap dance in school? And then there are all these rumors you hear about your daughter.
Yes, there's rumors that she's having boys climbing
How about
up
at your house?
My boys climbing up my window.
She says that when you're at work, she's having house parties and charging for admission.
Yes.
With everything there, drugs, booze, sex.
Yes.
And she was even physical with you, right? When you tried to make her behave?
Yes, she's punched me in my face.
What happened last birthday?
She pulled out a butcher on me. She wanted to kill me, yes.
She also brags about stealing. She brags about pimping. You have a son.
Yes.
Named Cleveland.
Yes.
He's a very sick boy. A lovely boy, but a sick boy.
Yes.
How does Zilean treat him?
She doesn't disrespect him. She loves Cleveland, actually.
Really?
Yes. My son, it's a struggle with my child. It's a struggle with Cleveland. And, you know, it's more stressful with her out of line.
Because the more you work
the
to
worse
help
she gets.
Cleveland,
Yes.
the more she's on her own.
Yes.
So the more she gets in trouble. And then on the internet, she's a bully on the internet, isn't she?
Yes, she is.
Why, how is she doing that? What does she do?
She bullies little girls online about their attire, their
really?
garments. Yes, she talks.
Oh, she dumps on everybody.
Yes.
On the internet.
Yes.
Here she is, 14-year-old Zilean. You love your mother?
I guess.
What?
I guess.
You guess? That's not an automatic yes?
No.
Why would you punch your mother in her face?
She got all up in my face.
She what?
She was all up in my face. I'm your parent. I'm supposed to. You're a child. You're a mother. You're supposed to stay in your place. I don't care. You don't never put your hands on me. Well, don't get in my face. Then I'll put in your face whenever I want. No, you cannot.
You even pulled a knife on her?
Yeah.
Why would you do something like that?
Because she keep getting on my nerves. She be all up in my face telling me what not to do and what to do. She can't tell me what to do. I'm my own person. It has to stop. You know, it hurt my soul when you pulled that knife on me. It hurt my soul, okay?
Tell me about the parties you have at your house.
I charge people in the house that come over, boys, $10, girls
And why
$5.
would they want to pay you? What do you offer them at that house?
They can do whatever they want. They can smoke, they can drink, they can have sex, they can strip, and make more money. Yeah, they can.
Do they have sex in your house?
Yeah, they do whatever they want.
And now I hear you're a pimp.
Yeah.
In other words, you charge somebody for having sex with what? Friends of yours?
Yeah.
I see. And how much money do you charge?
It's $20, and then unprotected sex is $30. In my house, though, it's not in your house. They meet up with them. They meet up with them.
Do you advertise?
Yeah, advertise. Advertise what? Advertise sex. Sex? Yeah. How? The girls, I text the girls. When somebody texts me on, oh, they want some, I text the girls or text the boys, and what?
And you also steal, don't you?
I steal phones, I steal clothes, I steal shoes, I steal jewelry. Man, forget about y'all. Y'all mad. Don't touch me. What you mean don't touch you? Don't touch me.
You don't want your mother to touch you?
No.
Why?
Because I don't know her hands, man. You're not going to disrespect me on national television.
Zilean, you like to fight?
Yeah, I love to fight.
How many fights have you been in?
Over 50.
50.
I beat everybody up.
You do.
I use weapons if I have to.
Why do you think it's fun to bully kids on the internet?
Because they need to be told what to do so they can do stuff right. What? Yeah.
Well, guess what? I've got 3 young women in my audience, okay? Now, there you are. Thank you, ladies. What would you say about them if they had their pictures on social media?
Well, the one wearing the red, I don't know if you're a girl or you're a boy. You look like one of them girls I'll fight on the street just to fight you for.
What about the one in the middle?
I said she's so pretty, she could be one of my own.
So if you saw her picture on the internet, that's what you would be saying. What, are you a boy or a girl?
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Because I don't know what the gender is.
No, but why would you even comment?
Because, so I can help her out.
Huh?
Help her out.
You get a thrill out of that?
Yeah.
Why'd you get kicked out of school? For things like that?
No, she got kicked out of school for not just fighting, for sitting on that boy's lap, giving him a lap dance. No, I'm not giving him no lap dance. The teachers are not gonna lie. They aren't.
Do you care how much you hurt your mom?
No.
Do you really care?
I really do not care.
Not at all.
Not at all.
By the time this show is over, we hope you will. We'll be right back. Hey, everyone, please welcome Heidi to the Maury Show. Now,
Heidi's teen daughter, Brittany, has taken control of the entire household. You see, Brittany decided in the 6th grade she had learned all she needs to know in life, so therefore she didn't need to attend school ever again after the 6th grade. So what does Brittany do with all of her spare time? Well, she steals, she drinks, fist fights, and posts it all on social media. Listen to why Brittany believes she has life all figured out.
I'm 16 years old and I dropped out of school in the 6th grade because I don't need an education. If I could change the world and I was in charge, things would be different. First, I would make marijuana legal. I think kids 12 and up should be able to smoke weed and go to bars. And next, I'll make law so all kids can drop out of school because who needs a diploma? I've stolen over $20,000 of stuff from Walmart and Route 21. I've been in 50 fights because I love beating bitches up. I can't stand my bitch-ass mother or teachers and cops, they can suck it. I'm not afraid of anyone. And coming on the Mars show won't change anything.
Okay, so not only is Brittany's behavior affecting Heidi, you know, her wild ways are hurting Heidi's 12-year-old daughter.
Yes, very
So
much.
you told my producers you're basically embarrassed by your
Yes,
daughter.
I am to wits end with her.
She's 16. She hasn't been to school after the 6th grade.
No, she has not. We take her, she leaves. Several times they threatened to put me in jail. She don't care.
She says she's been in 100 fights.
Oh, yes, definitely.
100
I get
fights.
calls all the time, Maury, that get over here, your daughter's in a fight, you need to come stop her. I can't control her, she's pounding on these girls.
There's tape of this.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
I mean,
Embarrassing.
take a look at 2 fistfights involving Brittany and some other girls.
Get out of the car! Get out of the car! Not in the car!
What are you going to do, bud? What are you going to do, cuz? No. All right, my turn to check.
Stop! No! You're right here! Brittany! You said you were going to bring your kid on me? Brittany! Stop it!
She don't, yeah, it's just horrible. I'm done. I'm to my wits end.
What did she do to her brother?
She stabbed him in the back. I go in the house, I hear them arguing, I go in the kitchen, and all of a sudden it was just too late. She had a knife and she was stabbing him, and I'm like, Brittany, and she just didn't care, Maury.
Wasn't she sent away for a while?
She was sent away for a while, and then she says she's changed, she wants to come home, she
Right.
loves us,
Right.
she's all better,
and
and
you
then,
bought that act, didn't
yeah,
you?
several
And she came
times.
home, and she came home, right?
Yeah, and then she says, I faked it to make it. I don't care about any of you guys. I don't want to be here.
Meanwhile, you walked into her room one time, and who'd you find there?
Her and some guy laying on the bed together.
Here's the thing. You have a 12-year-old daughter?
Yes.
You're afraid that she's turning
Yeah.
against you as well.
She's starting to get an attitude and stuff because, and I ask her why. She says, I just want my sister to love me, so if I do stuff,
Guess
and
what?
I can get my
we
sister
sat
to love
down
me.
with your 12-year-old to get a kind of a glimpse of about how Brittany has had a hold over here and how Brittany makes her feel. Take a look.
It really hurts my feelings when my 16-year-old sister Brittany is mean to me. She calls me bad names and tells me I look like a dog. Brittany is disrespectful to my mom, and she even tries to fight her. I'm only 12 years old, and she bullies me and takes my stuff. I love Brittany, but I don't think she loves me back. I wish Brittany could be a better person.
I tell her to stop. She'll tell me, shut up, bitch, you don't matter. And
She calls you that,
yeah, she calls me all kinds of
and
names.
then she runs away.
Yeah.
She's run away on many
And I've asked her,
occasions.
what have I done so wrong? Oh, you're too strict on me.
She hasn't been to school in the 6th grade.
Yeah.
And you're strict?
Yeah, I'm strict.
All right,
I tried
everybody.
to get her to go to there.
I
She
can't
don't
wait
care.
to meet Brittany. in this audience agrees with you? None. Zero.
Sit your ass down.
Shut up, bitch.
All your ideas about life. For instance, you think 12-year-olds should be legally allowed to have marijuana.
Hell yeah, I did. Why not them?
Now I can understand why you didn't get past the 6th grade. You think 12-year-olds should go to...
I don't need an education.
You don't at all.
Yeah.
You still
I
want
don't
your
need
mother
an
to bridge?
education. I'm not gonna have no old lady teacher tell me what to do. I know how to count. I'm fine. I don't give.
You know how to count?
Hell yeah, I'd live underneath the bridge if I wanted.
Her dream is to live underneath the bridge. That's her goal in life.
I understand. You claim that you stole over $20,000 worth of stuff?
Yeah.
Where?
I stole this hoodie I have on right now from Walmart. Yeah, that keeps me warm. It keeps me warm. Yeah, it keeps me warm.
Brittany, have a seat. Have a seat. Brittany, this is how smart you are, since you think you don't need an education after the 6th grade. Your picture's going up in Walmart tomorrow morning.
That's okay. I'm still there anyway. I don't give a.
You want to go to jail every
Yeah,
day?
I don't care. Eventually I'll get out of jail.
Do you have any idea what it's all about in jail?
I don't care what it
What it's
looks like
about
in
in
jail.
jail
I'll
is
make
they
them
don't
my
fuck-
bitch. I'll make them my
Oh,
bitch.
Really, Brittany? You're going to miss your friends and your family.
I'll make friends in jail. I'll make friends in
What
jail.
about your family?
See them on the flip
What
side.
about your family?
Are you proud of those fist fights you're in?
Hell yeah, I beat their ass.
All right, Brittany. Brittany. All right, everybody have a seat. Brittany. So it merely makes you feel good when you fight.
You know, step up.
We'll
step
be
up.
right back after this, everybody. You won't believe what happens to change the teen girls of today. So as we've seen, these out-of-control teens these days are different. Social media and texting has caused them, to kind of disconnect from people and real life, person to person. They've gained a distorted sense of self-entitlement. So with that in mind, please welcome Andrea. Andrea says, welcome Andrea. Andrea says her 14-year-old daughter Tiffany doesn't care about anything or anyone. You see, Andrea says Tiffany is so defiant, she has been sent to an alternative school 3 different times. But now, like a lot of millennial kids, Tiffany blames somebody else always for her downfall. You know who she blames? Her mother. Because Tiffany says her mother, Andrea, has not earned her respect. This is 14-year-old Tiffany.
I talked back to my teachers because they made me mad. Then I got kicked out of school, but I really don't care. I get into fights with my mother and I blame her for my behavior. Everything I am, from the way I act to the way I look, is all my mother's fault. I refuse to call my mother mom because she don't act like a mother. I don't care that I'm 14 years old. I don't have no respect for my mother. If you want respect, you gotta give it. I don't like my mother, and she don't like me. She's a horrible mom. I ran away for 48 hours because I got sick and tired of my mother's mess. I'm sick of my mother telling everyone that I'm an out-of-control teen. If anything, she's an out-of-control mother.
Andrea, it's all about you.
She blaming me because I disciplined her.
Right.
Because I'm not allowing her to be that way.
She disappeared for 48 hours, right?
She got in trouble at school. The principal was finally able to reach me. And when she got home, I let her know that she couldn't go outside or whatever. She ended up walking off. She never came back home for 3 days. And when she did come home, she hadn't even been there 10 minutes. I was yelling at her and got the police called on me for a loud disturbance. I went to jail.
They brought you in.
Yeah, they did.
See, because she tells everybody, my mother abuses me. It's all your fault.
Just like she has a boot on her foot now, she'll tell you, my mom did this to me. When in fact, she got the boot at school during basketball practice. And
Here's the thing everybody should know, though,
Yes.
about your daughter. She does well in school.
it's because of me. If she didn't have me
Guess what?
pushing her,
She doesn't have sex.
and I'm very proud of her for that.
There's somebody on your daughter's side who's very close to you.
Her grandmother, who was interfering with me disciplining her.
Her grandma. I want to see her. Here she is, Tiffany. Tiffany, come on out. You okay? You don't want to sit next to your mother? Why not?
Because she lied.
Okay, what did I just lie about?
You don't jump on me?
Jump on you for what? Disciplining you?
That's not discipline.
So wait a minute. Hold on. You think I just come in the room and I just jump on you? You often own up to who you are and what you've been doing. You are a problem. You know what I'm saying? You are hard to talk to. You're not my equal, first and foremost.
Why don't you call your mother mom?
Because she don't treat me like
And
a
how do
man.
I not treat you like a mother? Do I not feed you? Was I not clothing you? Also, when did you start doing it for yourself?
My granny did.
No, your granny bought a $5 Walmart shirt that I'm not complaining about, baby girl. But the way I haven't been buying you nothing for the last few months because how you've been acting. Do you not talk to me crazy? You don't tell me to shut up?
I don't say
You don't tell me to shut up?
Nope.
You don't.
I don't.
Everybody, here's Tiffany's grandmother, Brenda.
I'm blessed. How are you?
Have a seat. Brenda,
Yes.
that's your little granddaughter there.
This is my big granddaughter.
What do you think of her?
I saw her attitude, and I had to get on her. And I beat her tail. And I called her mother and apologized to her mother because I had never seen this attitude. But, Andrea, be for real. Come on now.
Let's be real.
Yeah, please, let's
Let's
do
be real.
Because you need help, Andrea, and you know you do. You know good
God,
way you
please
beat
bring
this
up
girl.
God.
You
Bring-
beat
I beat her
yes,
for what?
right. You
I beat
this
her
girl.
for what?
Discipline is one thing. I beat her.
And how did I beat her?
And I never let
And
her
how did I
stop.
beat her?
I don't curse her. You curses her.
Sweet.
You talk to her. No, I'm not your sweet. I'm not your sweet, Andrew. Come on. That is abuse.
Have you
That is
ever
abuse.
Have
That is
you
abuse.
seen me beat her? Have you seen me beat her? And if you want to take her home so much, I have asked you to help her.
Andrea.
Help raise
All right,
her.
let's-
You don't want to open up your door. All you want to do is let me discipline her. And baby girl, when she ran away, where the hell was you?
Hey, Andrea, wait a minute.
And who?
Andrea.
You smiling right now. You sound like you're not concerned. You're not concerned about her. You're not concerned about her. You're not concerned about her. I know you. I love you up her because you see her. Okay, take her out of this. No, you don't. You're the only Let's see how much you have left. Let's see how much you have left.
Andrea.
You thought
You ever asked me?
told her that if she would come up here, that she would get down. She could say, you don't want no intervention.
So obviously, we have some work to do with these girls, and maybe one of the mothers and one of the grandmothers. And we're going to start to turn it all around when we come back.
Amber was here 18 years ago. But can we change the teen girls of today?
So before we move on, we've got some work to do. First of all, with Andrea and her daughter Tiffany. So we have called on the help of psychotherapist Susan Lambert, who's been here before, and hopefully she can shed some light on what has gone wrong in this mother-daughter and maybe grandmother relationship.
I'm watching you guys fighting, and I'm seeing this girl sitting completely silent. We've got to stop having the glue be all this fighting. The war between the two of you isn't going to do a thing for her and her future and her frame of mind. And that goes for everybody on stage, right? I know that your daughter-in-law's disappointing you. I know your moms are disappointing you. But that doesn't mean we can blame and shame. We can't blame and shame. Also, it does nothing. It just creates more fighting,
And
right?
I know later on you're gonna talk to them later on as well. I know that. Okay. You know, you three girls, you're not the first I've seen. In the last 19 years on this show, we have met a lot of girls. And one of them stands out as being one of the first and one of the worst that we have ever met. 18 years ago, we featured a 15-year-old named Amber who was more wild than you all were. Watch this. Hey, say hello to her.
Hey, what's up, dog?
Yeah, oh, I bet you all like each other. This is what I want to do. I want to try to get to know you. Do you go to school?
Sometimes I get suspended every week.
Why do you get suspended every week?
School's crazy.
Amber, you don't like this woman, do you?
I hate her. I can't stand her.
Now, why? Tell everybody who this is. Who is it?
My dad's girlfriend.
That's right. And that's why you don't like her. This relationship can't get any closer. It's because of marriage, because you cannot take it.
I will not take it.
So after that show, we sent Amber to jail so she could think about where her destructive ways would lead her. And just the other day, 18 years later, guess what? We get a phone call. It's from Amber. She wanted to come back to help other bad teen girls. We said yes. So before we welcome back now 33-year-old Amber, she had a message for our guest today.
18 years ago, I was right where you girls are at now. I was smoking weed, having sex, and disrespecting my family. I thought I was big and bad too. The day I got home from the show, I was arrested. After that, I was in a group home. And then after that, I was homeless. And then I had to eat garbage out of a trash can. And I started doing more drugs and started having more sex because I believed nobody and nothing could stop me. And it got so bad, I was arrested a second time and set in jail for 15 long months. I wish I knew then what I know now. But that's why I'm here today, to set you little girls straight.
Everybody, here's Amber. Good to see you.
Get up. Get up. Get up. Hey, y'all think this is a joke? You have no clue what path you're fixing to go down. I sat in jail. You like to fight? You like to pimp people? Do you still live at home with mama? Yeah. You're not a pimp. You just want to sell sex. Do you realize what you do? You realize what you think? Oh, hell yeah. You think that's funny? So do you realize what you do? If one of them girls get HIV or STD, you can go to jail for life. Do you know that? That's okay. You want to sit where I sit? You have no clue what path. What?
If they want to pay her for sex, then that's their fault. That's
Do
their
you
fault.
see how you sound? Do you really hear yourself?
I don't care how I sound.
Because I see somebody that has a big talk, but nothing to back it up.
Oh, really?
Really? You should be ashamed of yourself.
I'm not
Do you
ashamed of
because
myself.
do you see my grandmother, my dad's girlfriend was on TV with me? Guess what? They're dead now. I don't get a chance to say I'm sorry. You have moms and a grandmother up here. You have what most people don't have, support system. You want to take that for granted? You have no clue. You do not see me on stage. I came out, I was the biggest, baddest. And guess where that got me? In jail for 15 months, away from my kids.
It's a new generation.
You need to be quiet. I've heard you. I don't want to hear no more. You got a mom that cares, and you know it's sad you can't even see that before it's too late. Tomorrow I ain't promised. What if she doesn't wake up tomorrow? You don't care. Yes, you do.
No,
you do care. You can. I see it in your eyes now.
My problem is that dogs cannot be hypocrites.
Guess what? When I came on the show, I thought it was a joke. I thought I was untouchable. I thought this ain't gonna happen to me. What happened? 15 years later, guess what? It happened to me. I ended up in jail. away from my kids,
Tell them what,
away
tell
from
them,
anything.
Tell them what jail's going to do to them.
You don't have a name in jail, you have a number. You're not a name anymore. You have no privacy. You take showers in front of everybody. They tell you when you can go to sleep. They tell you what you're going to eat. And guess what? The rate y'all are going, you're through. You ain't going to be talking to nobody but your inmate friend. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
When we come back, I have another surprise for everybody. Because when it's all said and done, we'll just see how bad you young ladies are.
But can we change the teen girls of today?
So the time has come to give everybody a crystal clear picture of where you three girls are headed if you don't change your out of control ways. There's another person who's here to help us. She once led a life of drug use, prostitution. She spends her time now and energy trying to help young women who have lost their way. Please welcome back to our show, Brenda Myers-Powell. Brenda. Good to see you, my dear.
How you doing, my love?
You've seen it all today.
Huh. Y'all need a checkup from the neck up. Because eventually you're going to get a beat down on the ground. I just saw your DVD or your little thing about the beating up somebody you can't even fight. How you doing? I feel bad for you. I feel bad because you come to my neighborhood, they'll toss you like a chef's salad. You need to understand, young lady, this ain't your world. You have a mother here crying that loves you. You don't even know what love is. You can't even understand that, little girl. And I said little girl because that's what you are, a little girl. Okay, Miss Zilean, you're not acting like a zillion, you're acting like a zero. How dare you? Have the audacity to sell another person. It's called slavery, baby. That's what it's called. You're defiling girls' bodies, selling them. And you think it's a joke. Is that a joke? It's funny? Let me tell you what that do for you. I been shot 5 times, stabbed over 13 times. Keep playing. You gonna get just what you asking for. Maury.
Yes, dear.
I think these girls need a trip.
Oh, good.
First, since they think this stuff is so funny, this is hilarious. We're gonna take them to the streets where I'm from. Then we're gonna take a lovely trip to the Hudson
County
Correctional Facility. Come here, boo. You got a lot. You got a lot you're dealing with. Stop it. Stop destroying her. Because she don't know who... Listen. She love both of y'all, but y'all like tearing her apart. And she needs some love and attention, but she needs both of y'all to come as one. Yeah.
So here we're going to go. Brenda
You, but you're going to be better.
and Amber and Susan are all going to work with these people, both the adults and the kids. Thank you very much. Let's get started.
Will Zilean be able to handle just 1 hour in jail? Over the last 2 decades, these shows have changed other teen girls' lives. But can we change the teen girls of today? Right after our taping ended, Brenda and former Wild Teen guest Amber loaded everyone into a van.
Come on, let's go.
The first stop was to an abandoned area underneath a bridge.
This is where you're gonna be if you don't stop.
Exactly where 16-year-old Brittany said she wanted to live.
Do you deserve better than this? No, not the way I'm going. Only you can fix what's wrong.
I know. Look at me. Guess what? You're getting it. You're getting it. That's why you're crying right now. You actually do care.
The situation became too emotional for this teen girl, and she literally started running away.
I was you. Do you not see I was you on this show 18 years ago? Look, just listen.
She couldn't take it.
While Amber was talking to Brittany, Brenda gave some advice to 14-year-old Tiffany.
You have to know where to fight your battles at. And fighting your mama ain't it.
Amber was able to convince Brittany to continue on this journey. But for Tiffany,
You keep blaming me for stuff, right? That's why I'm
Don't do nothing to me. You told me bad things. What are you talking about?
her journey continued back in one of our green rooms with psychotherapist Susan Lambert.
You're screaming at her and she's crying.
Yes,
And just a sec. Wait, let me finish. When people scream at me, I cry. Look at what's happening to her right now.
Meanwhile, Brittany and Zilean, a 14-year-old extremely proud female pimp,
Like that smirk off your face.
were lined up outside the Hudson County Correctional Facility, a.k.a. jail.
Who you talking to? Really? Really? Really?
These two teen girls' attitudes quickly changed once inside.
This is what your mothers do. You hurt her. This is what you do every day. Cry.
And after changing into green prison garb,
You crying now? Why?
the teens were led into the 8x8 jail cells where they'll be spending years of their life if they don't start changing their destructive behavior.
Is this really what you want? No. Don't cry. Don't tear up. It's all right. Your mother got your back no matter what. I'm sorry.
It was an emotional trip back to our studios,
I don't want to lose my mom. I love you, Mom.
where Tiffany and her mother, Andrea,
So you guys gotta come together.
prepared to go home together, taking all of today's lessons with them. We wish these teens and their families the best of luck, and we'll be right back. But can we change the teen girls of today?
I want to thank all of my guests for being here today. I want to thank everybody who watches Mari so faithfully at home every day. I want to thank my live studio audience. You're it. You're the reason why this show works. Thank you. Until next time, America. Thank you.
Girls' attitudes quickly changed once inside.
This is what your mothers do. You hurt her. This is what you do every day. Cry.
And after changing into green prison garb,
You crying now? Why?
the teens were led into the 8x8 jail cells where they'll be spending years of their life if they don't start changing their destructive behavior.
Is this really what you want? No. Don't cry. Don't tear up. It's all right. Your mother got your back no matter what. I'm sorry.
It was an emotional trip back to our studios,
I don't want to lose my mom. I love you, Mom.
where Tiffany and her mother, Andrea,
So you guys gotta come together.
prepared to go home together, taking all of today's lessons with them. We wish these teens and their families the best of luck, and we'll be right back. But can we change the teen girls of today?
I want to thank all of my guests for being here today. I want to thank everybody who watches Mari so faithfully at home every day. I want to thank my live studio audience. You're it. You're the reason why this show works. Thank you. Until next time, America. Thank you. seen the Maury Show for a long time, you know that we've been producing shows about wild teen girls for almost 20 years. And today, we have tracked down teen girls from those old Maury episodes. Some aired as much as 16 years ago, and we have brought them back here to our studio. They're grown women now. What do they look like? How did their lives turn out? We're going to find out right now. Here we go. On January 24th, 2001, that's 15 years ago, we met a 14-year-old out-of-control teen girl named Amanda. Now, at this young age, Amanda was dressing sexy. She was leading a sexually destructive lifestyle. Her mother, Lisa, came to our show desperate for help. This was Amanda's appearance 16 years ago.
When I dress sexy, I feel like I'm the sexiest person on this earth. I like to wear short skirts and short shorts because I have a nice ass. When I lost my virginity, I was 12 years old and I had between 10 and 15 sexual partners. Men have offered me up to $3,000 just to strip for them.
You don't think she cares about the way you live?
I think she does, but it's none of her business. Yes, she may be like
My producers told me that you told them that you have flashed your breasts over 50 times.
Yes.
What joy does that give you? What?
It makes me feel good because I look good, and I may not have this body forever, and I may not have this attitude forever, so I'm gonna dress this way. I'm gonna act
Do you know exactly how many guys you've been with?
Yeah.
How many? I can't even one. Look at this.
12, I think. My life, it ain't your life. It ain't nobody else's life. It's mine.
Okay. Amanda was 14 at the time. We not only took Amanda to a cemetery where she was lectured on where her wild ways would lead her, we also gave her a makeover, you know, kind of to boost her self-esteem. So today, everybody, Amanda is 30 years old. And she has returned today to the Maury Show. Now, remember, this was Amanda at 14. Here is Amanda today. Oh, boy. What do you think when you see yourself?
I'm embarrassed.
You are.
I'm also proud, though, because I'm nothing like that anymore.
I want you to take a look at a portion of that appearance in 2000. What's the story on this outfit?
It's my outfit. I look good in it, so I'm going to wear it.
What do you get out wearing clothes like this? Well, what is it? What is it? At 14.
Attention.
Guess what? I think that's the most honest thing you can say. Why do you think you need the attention?
Because I like attention. I like attention from people.
Because you look good.
Yeah, because I look good and when an asshole...
Let me ask you something. How did you change? How did it happen?
Well, I started changing right after the show. I went back to school and was actually focused on school.
That's a good quality.
Really
That's the best one.
Myself on TV.
You have a family of your own?
Oh, yes, 2 beautiful girls and a wonderful man.
Oh, wow. Did you see your girls at the age of 14 coming on my show?
No, they're not going to.
Oh, okay.
I can guarantee it.
Can you tell any kid that age, 14, 15, who's maybe acting out the way you did?
Stop.
Yeah.
Stay in school. Listen to your parents. Be there with your family. Family's all you have.
I want you to stay right here, okay? Because you're going to have company in a second. I want everybody to look back on another young teen girl who is now grown up. Because on December 21st, 2004, we introduced everybody to a 16-year-old girl named Natori. Now, back then, Natori not only claimed she was desperate to have a baby, she admitted to having sex over 300 times to accomplish that goal. Now, her mother, Kathy, was devastated, so take a look at Natorian's appearance 12 years ago.
baby.
How often do you try to have sex and get
Every day.
Every
4 times a day.
Oh, boy.
My 16-year-old daughter, Natori, is having a lot of sex. She's trying to have a baby, and I'm scared.
When did all this start about having sex and having a baby?
She started at 14 having sex.
Did she start talking about a baby at 14?
Yes.
Why do you want a baby so much?
Because I can. It's my life. Don't nobody tell me what I take care of myself.
You care that your mother's this upset? Look how upset she is. She's crying. She's upset.
But I'm going to have a baby regardless, so what's the big deal? I don't care. I sell drugs. I get a job. It don't matter. Whatever I have to do,
You sell drugs, and next thing you know, you're in jail. You sell drugs, and next thing you know, you're in jail.
So after that show, we sent Natori into baby boot camp, where she was given the responsibility of caring for a real live infant. Watch this.
It didn't take Natori long to figure out that changing and feeding and caring for a baby leaves little time to relax. And by the look on her face, it was obvious. She knew she wasn't ready for motherhood.
Please be quiet.
That was 12 years ago. Natori is now 28 years old, and she has returned to the show. This was Natori at 16. Now, everybody, this is Natori today. Welcome. How are you? Nice to see you. Have a seat. Who is that little girl?
I don't know her.
You don't know her at all. There are kids out there. There are 13-year-olds, 12-year-olds, 14-year-olds who want kids. They think there's going to be unconditional love. Somebody will love them for themselves, right?
Yes.
Is that why you wanted to have a baby?
Yes, I felt like if I had a child at that age, I would be grown. I wouldn't have to listen to nobody.
All these kids would say, you can't tell me what to do. I can do everything for myself. You don't know me. This is the way it played out on your show. Watch.
Yes.
You know it's a big deal? You know why it's a big deal?
Why?
Because you can't take care of it.
I can't take care of it. How you gonna tell me?
You can't take care of it?
How you gonna tell me?
Because you're not going to want to take care of
Man,
it. Oh, yeah? Where are you going to get the money?
I do whatever I gotta do to take care of my child.
Oh, like going to street and sell drugs?
Yo, I sell drugs, I get a job, it don't matter. Whatever I have to do to take care of my child.
You sell drugs, and next thing you know, you're in jail.
So,
She didn't like me either.
But I mean, now that I'm grown, I really want to deeply apologize to you. Like, you changed my life so much. I feel so happy.
As far as I'm concerned, my dear, the fact that you have turned out the way you have, so why don't you tell everybody about your life today?
I'm 28, a mother of 4 kids. I'm married to a loving, devoted, supportive husband.
How about your mom? How are you and your mom getting along?
Wow, your show helped our relationship so much. Like, me and my mom have an unbreakable bond.
How'd she turn out?
It was a complete turnaround at our house. Day and night.
What do you think turned her?
Your show and having to deal with that.
Having to deal with that baby. Right. So you made the right decision to bring her here.
Yes, and thank you, Maury.
Well, I want to thank you so much. I want to thank you, Patrick, and Amanda. I'm so proud of you. And your
I want to thank you.
Oh, boy. Well, I'm going to get teary-eyed here, so we'll be right back after this. These wild teens, man. So today, we're bringing back wild, out-of-control teen girls from shows that aired as much as 15 years ago. Now they're grown women. They've come back here to share their stories about what happened after they left the show. On October 2nd, 2000, that's over 16 years ago,
We met a 14-year-old teen girl named Amber who was brought to our show by her mother Joan because Joan was tired of Amber's violent, destructive ways. Now, not only was Amber physically abusing her younger sister Nikki, Amber admitted to sleeping with a man for a cigarette. Amber, 16 years ago.
Until she has bruises all over her body. I don't feel bad about it. She deserves everything she gets. I like to stay out all night, do drugs, I do marijuana, and I take ecstasy. I'm happy when I'm high.
You proud that you had sex with a 24-year-old guy for a cigarette?
Yeah, it was fun.
Is he the only guy you had sex with, or you have sex with a lot of people?
A lot of people.
You like that?
Yeah.
Beat up on your little sister?
Yeah.
Why do you beat up on your little sister? Because it's
she
fun?
gets on my nerves.
She gets on your nerves. What's the other behavior?
Her sexual conduct. She sleeps with 24-year-old men. The drug use. I mean, she's done ecstasy and morphine and mixed with tigers.
I'm going to continue having sex for cigarettes, and I'm going to continue smoking weed and doing drugs, and there's nothing we can stop it.
By the way, how many times did that happen, Amber?
2?
With the 24-year-old? Is he out of your life, or I hope he's in jail? Is he in jail?
No.
I swear, he's 24 years old.
I know.
He needs to know better. She's still a baby.
So after that show, we sent Amber to the Monmouth County Correctional Facility in Monmouth, New Jersey, to get scared straight by some angry female inmates. Watch what happened.
You supposed to be ripping on your kids, on younger people? You think you tough? Whatever goes on in here, we don't tell them nothing. We just take what we want. We take what we want. You know what I'm saying? You don't give it to us, you want it now. Do you understand that?
I'm dying here. Me. Sorry, Nikki.
Sorry for what? For what?
For what? For hitting you? I'm sorry, Mom.
That was 16 years ago. Amber is now 30. Did we have an impact? Everybody, this was Amber at 14. And now here is Amber at 30 years old. Come on out, Amber. Have a seat. Look at you. All right. How does it feel to go back in time?
Oh, I feel ashamed of that.
You do?
Yes.
You were really aggressive towards your mother back then, weren't you?
Yes, I was. Yes, and my sister.
Is that what you're most embarrassed about?
No. Having sex for cigarettes is what I'm most embarrassed about. I went home.
Yeah. I want you to watch this, okay? Because this is a video that you made on the show. Watch this.
I like having sex with other guys because they're bigger where it counts. There was even a time I had sex with a guy for a cigarette. When my sister tries to rat me out, I punch her till she has bruises all over her body. I don't feel bad about it. She deserves everything she gets. I like to stay out all night, do drugs, I do marijuana, and I take ecstasy. I'm happy when I'm high.
The most amazing thing about that? How honest you were.
I know. Too honest.
Usually everybody wants to hide something like that. If I was doing drugs, I'll tell you. If I was doing sex for a cigarette, I'll tell you.
Sure would.
If I was with a 24-year-old, I'll tell you.
Yeah, I didn't care.
That visit to the jail had an impact on you.
Very scary. That made me realize I never want to go to jail ever, ever, ever.
You know, your mom's in the audience. Joan,
Yes.
nice to see you. Has she turned her life around?
She's done so well. I mean, she's got a job she never calls off. She's got 2 beautiful children.
And I know you told my producers, Amber, that one of the girls who was on that show apparently had an impact on you.
She did. She had a baby.
Right.
And
So Marietta was on the show because her grandmother, Lona, was concerned about her reckless lifestyle that she was living, and the twist was she was a teen mother. So watch what happened on the show. She doesn't want to be a mother.
not really. She takes the baby when it makes her look good. She picks him up by one arm and one hand.
Why are you shoving him around in that?
Because he likes that. He laughs.
She laughed?
Yes.
That's not loving. Why you
He
threw
laughs when he does
Why you
that.
threw that towel over his head?
Because I was mad at him and I wasn't gonna hit him.
What was it about Marietta that kind of jostled you?
Made me realize that she really had to calm down. Like, she had that responsibility, and I wasn't ready for that yet.
And you all were about to say no.
Yeah.
Guess what? We spoke to Marietta, and she couldn't be here, but she's because guess what? She's 8 months pregnant. She couldn't fly. But she sent us a special message for you. Watch this.
Hi, Maury. When I was on your show, I was 15 years old and out of control. Today, I'm 31 and I'm doing very, very well. Amber, I heard I was one of the reasons you were inspired to change. And that means more to me than you'll ever know. I am so happy to know that you are doing well. I know I wasn't the best mom back then, but I'm making up for it now. Thank you so much what you have done for me and my family.
So there you go. It worked out for. So you credit the show for turning you around?
I credit the show. I credit my mom for bringing me here.
Right. Well, guess what? There's another missing person in your life that we haven't heard from, and it's your sister, Nikki. And you, of course, we showed how miserable you were to Nikki back then. And your sister showed us a video message that she wanted to give to you. Watch this.
Maury, I want to thank you so much for helping my sister Amber on your show 17 years ago. At that time, me and my sister had a terrible relationship, but now, because of your show, our relationship is stronger than ever. From the bottom of my heart, I really want to thank you.
Well, I'm happy for Nikki. I'm happy for your mom, but most of all, I'm happy for you because you had to do it.
Thank you, Maury.
We'll be back right after this. Aired as many as 15 years ago. How did their lives turn out? They've come back to tell us. Now, on October 7th, 2004, we met a 14-year-old girl named Andrea. Andrea was being accused by her mother, Dorothy, of being sexually active, of selling drugs, a handful of other things. But Andrea denied all of the accusations. So guess what? We gave her a lie detector test. This was Andrea's appearance 12 years ago. What's this about suspended from school for selling drugs?
She was giving them to boys.
There was a note that the school had given to you that Andrea had written to a boy.
He said that he was by himself, and she made the statement, "Wouldn't you rather me be there to pleasure you?"
Oh.
My mom thinks I lie about everything, and I cannot take it anymore. She found a letter I wrote to a guy at school and thought I was fooling around with him. That letter was a joke. Everyone thinks I've had cocaine at school and I'm some big drug dealer. I've never even seen cocaine. How could I be selling it?
Why are you so angry?
Because I'm being accused of things I don't do.
Why were you suspended from school if you weren't doing those things?
I crushed up allergy medicine and passed it off to public sex.
Why did you do that?
Because I liked the guy.
You like the guy?
Yeah.
Did you have sexual contact with the boy you went into the woods with? You said no, that was a lie.
I didn't do it. Why did you do that?
So mess. Too much. Okay, guys.
You said no, that was a lie.
See you soon.